right, so let's talk about teaching vocabulary with that end goal in mind, supporting their learning for later. So let's look at, this was my second lesson that I did for this unit, and it was about author's purpose. Okay, so let's look at this text question. It says, by presenting ideas in this text, the author is able to, all right, and we have some sticky words in here. We've got the word drought, conservation, aerator. They are probably not going to know what some of those are. So write it on the board, talk about it. This is our random word of the day. You're going to need to know it later. You don't have to tell them why, but they do need to know those words, all right? So there's a vocabulary word. This is a release star test that I printed off for my kiddos about lead poisoning, and always pre-read everything before you give to your kids. Think about the words that are going to be sticky for them. Listen to them as they read it, the ones that they stutter on, that they say, that's a weird word, what is that? Stop and talk about it. Well, that's what that word means. There's another vocabulary word. All right, and then remember, this lesson was about author's purpose. So which STEM questions did we look at? Author's purpose. Okay, so you're going to make sure that they understand all the words and all of those STEM questions that you talk about in class. And then this is the student that, okay, so this was the lesson that her question went with. All right, because remember we did author's purpose, and we did our lesson about it, we did our STEM questions, and then she wrote her own STEM question. What is the author's purpose for including details about paint with lead? All right, so that was her question that she wrote about author's purpose to incorporate it in with the lesson. All right, so if you have students that are writing the questions and swapping questions and answering each other's questions, you're going to have words come up that they don't know. All right, so that's 3 opportunities to include a word in that is directly tied into your lesson and getting them prepared for that test later. So that is vocabulary and how to include it with backwards design.